My name is Tereza Capelos. I am a political psychologist by training and newly joined ICCS. So it's my great honor and big pleasure to be here. I cannot take any credit for organizing this, and actually I can only benefit from the generosity of the hosts who invited me to chair this panel. The title of the second panel of the day is The Summit and Its Aftermath, so we have a lot to learn about what followed after the preconditions of the meeting that we discussed the first couple of hours. We have three distinguished, very important speakers today. Jack Matlock, on my second right, make sure we get that right, is going to give us a presentation on Reagan's expectations, the outcome and lessons of today. That's going to be followed by Marcus Holmes, talking about face-to-face interactions, negotiations in Geneva. And then Robert Service is going to be talking again about Geneva, the roots of complication, distrust, and progress. You all have our speakers' bios, but just before we start, it is worth giving a couple of words for everyone so you situate, I guess, the knowledge and the inspiration of the panelists in a particular framework. So about Jack Matlock, a few words. I will only take a couple of minutes. Jack has served 35 years in the American Foreign Service, from 1956 to 1991, as ambassador to the Soviet Union from 87 to 91, special assistant to the President for National Security Affairs, and then senior director for European and Soviet Affairs on the National Security Council staff from 83 to 86, and then ambassador to Czechoslovakia from 81 to 83. Most of us would have managed to do just one of those things, but he has also served in the Foreign Service. He was Deputy Director for the Foreign Service Institute from 79 to 80. And since his retirement, he decided not to sit still. So since his retirement from the Foreign Service in 1991, he has held academic posts at Columbia University, Princeton, Hamilton College, Mount Holyoke College, and the Institute of Advanced Study, where he was also the George F. Kennan Professor from 96 to 2001. So we have a lot to learn here. Moving on to Marcus Holmes. Marcus is an assistant professor of government at the College of William and Mary. His research and teaching interests are in international security, international relations theory, foreign policy and diplomacy. He is conducting research in political psychology, and he directs the Political Psychology and International Relations student-led research lab at William and Mary. And he has published several journal articles in many international peer-reviewed journals, and also co-edited a book, Digital Diplomacy Theory and Practice, with a colleague from Oxford. He has his doctorate at Ohio State University. We earlier found that we are connected by mental blood, trained by similar people. So we are cousins, effectively. And he has previously taught at Georgetown University, Ohio State, and Fordham. And moving on to our last contributor. And these are not in any way by order of significance here. Robert Service, he is an emeritus professor of Russian history at Oxford University, and he's a senior fellow of the Hoover Institution at Stanford. He studied Russian literature and classic Greek for his undergraduate degree, and also has done political science, and then did his doctorate on the Bolshevik Party in the revolutionary period. He has worked at Oxford, at Keele University, at the London School of Slavonic and East European Studies. During the Gorbachev years, he co-organized the research exchange between the School of Slavonic and East European Studies at the USSR Academy of Sciences in Moscow. He has convened the Soviet Press Study Group at the school, and among his books, he's famous about the biographies of Lenin, Trotsky, Stalin, and a newly updated History of Modern Russia. His latest book, The End of the Cold War, was published in October this year, and it covers the period from 1985, what we're discussing now, up to 1991. So a big thanks for our panelists for coming here. We're looking forward to all your wisdom, ideas, suggestions, inspirations for the future.